I guess I'm ready a little earlier than I thought I would be. Here we go. What you think about yourself is your current story. Your life is a combination of everything that you've believed and felt about yourself from the moment that you remembered thinking as a child, anywhere from 16 to 25 months old, until this moment. Your current story includes your relationship with your parents, guardians, friends, exes, your political and spiritual beliefs, your connection to your family and your heritage, and your relationship to work. Most importantly, though, your story includes what you truly believe about yourself and your abilities, negative and positive, as compared to your moral compass. Hi, I'm Sebastian, author and hypnotherapist, coming to you today from Ver la Paz, which means see the peace. I believe this is session 9. Today's session is about editing the past into a powerful future. Let's begin. Your feelings about the past show up in every daily decision you make, in what you desire to be each day, and who you presently attract to your life. But most importantly, what you allow your subconscious to give birth to in every day of your life. What does that mean? Well, let me explain. What you truly believe about yourself, you most definitely create as the current story of your life. Let me say that again. What you truly believe about yourself, you most definitely create as the current story of your life. This is the working of the most important immutable law in creation, the law of cause and effect. Cause, effect. It's in the mind, expresses in your life. Today, I'm going to show you how to use the power of your conscious and subconscious mind to create the best, boldest, and happiest life imaginable. I'll share with you how to edit your old stories and beliefs and turn them into powerful, transformative ones. Then I'll teach you how to manifest from your new beliefs a life that mirrors the new, stronger ones. Finally, I'll give you a bunch of lessons, and this is going to be in a format where I'm going to show you a bunch of things today and then also continue to show you as we go on in this weekly 10:30, and I also post midweek. So be looking out for Facebook Lives and also YouTube Lives. Okay, so let's get started. What you believe about yourself. Your creative mind, not your mortal brain, is the key to all positive change. You ask me, what's the difference between your brain and your mind? Well, your brain is that organ that's in your head that's going to die when you die. The mind, however, is something you can't even conceive of. It's like bigger than you. In hypnosis, we look at it as the observer self, that part of you that when you close your eyes, you can see something. You can see yourself resting. You can see yourself moving your hand. You can see yourself actually doing anything you want to do. The mind, that part of you that thinks, is the creative source in you, just like the creative source of God. So, your creative mind, not your mortal brain, is the key to all your positive change. It also holds the power to take back any happiness you may think you have lost from the past. The mortal mind only has the ability to see what's directly in front of you, like from the vantage point of your human senses, and most especially from your open eyes. What you see around you in your life, your cars, your home, your things, your clothes, those are all external. Those all come from a place that's internal, your creative mental space. The creative mind sees from the vantage point of an observer. Some may call this observer your spirit or soul. Others may call it your imagination. Either way, everything that's seen in the external world was once a thought. So understanding how to direct your thoughts toward creativity to your imagination is the key to recreating your powerful life. I want you to believe the following things about yourself. You're the writer and director of everything that's going on in your life. We'll call that your current story. You can carefully choose the plot of your story. You don't have to accept the plot that's given to you. You can pick the characters. This is important because you can hire and fire according to what you need and don't need in your life. Everyone that's in your life is not necessarily there because you wanted them. I mean, some people choose to be in your life because they suck out your energy. You can fire those people, You can choose the place and scenery where each part of your life takes place. Just like I chose to move to Florida 10 years ago. At any time, you may rewrite and edit your story to become a more positive, powerful, and prosperous one. And lastly, each day is a new opportunity to create a better day than the last one, a more prosperous, joyful, powerful, and more peaceful than the last. One thing that I do that really helps me is right before I go to sleep at night, I go over the day and I think about all the things that maybe I could have changed, things that I could have done a little bit better, and I edit them in my mind. I think about how I would have done them, and then I imagine that. Right before I go to sleep, I also imagine anything that I'd like to create in my life, because this time right before you go to sleep is rife. It's between consciousness and unconsciousness or subconsciousness. It's that place where the mind is most apt to create. So remember that. The creative mind is our connection to universal consciousness that some may call the power of God or spirit. The spirit mind that created all, knows all, sees all, and is drawing all back to itself is replete with unity, love, and peace. That's all it knows. And you're a part of this universal consciousness, but not all of it. You're a drop in this great ocean of perfect consciousness. A drop is still the ocean, but an individualized part of it as you are in this density we call the earth. We must learn to adapt our human vision to seeing from the vantage point of creative mind, or the observer part of the brain, more than we see from the vantage point of our human brains as the objective world around us. See the difference? Objective means it's an object outside of you. The internal part of us is the awakened imagination. This is the part that's creating. And if we're subject to the objective part of us, if everything is bending towards what we see outside of us, then we're not using the creative source to our advantage. The human brain must learn to be subject to the mastermind of the observer to be effective on the earth, because from the observer mind, we are directly connected to the one infinite mastermind of all spirits. We must be connected to the master teacher. As Jesus' prayer states ever so clearly, thy will be done on earth, in the objective, as it is in heaven. And if we look at that as some sort of a metaphor, we can think about the earth as what we see, and the heaven is what we believe or think in our mind. Because we are a drop in this ocean of consciousness, we share this one consciousness with everyone and everything. Nothing and no one is ever separate in the creative mind of all, of God. The creative mind is love-based and from the highest spiritual place you can possibly imagine, both outside of you and within you. The highest vibration of life would be love, the lowest hate. It's like the polarity. Hate is on one side, love is on the other side. Hate is a very slow vibration, love is the highest vibration that can be imagined. Love is also connected to the largest spiritual place beyond you. The metaphor of this is that you are a drop of water from the ocean of creativity. Still the ocean, but not the entirety of it. I've read recently the Spirit of God is like a sun in the center of all the universes with a beating heart. Imagine that. And the biggest spectrum of all things, that the sun is in the center. And it's like your heart beating, radiating perfect love. And you can imagine that both in a tangible organ beating within you and a loving part of your thoughts. Because when we say heart, we think of two things. We think of the actual organ within us, the actual sun, and then we think of, like you say, do it with heart, do it with love. Basically, heart is love. So we can imagine that like your own heart, both a tangible organ beating and also a loving part of your thoughts. Your heart is both. God's heart is both. The tangible creator of all and the love that it radiates to all in the highest vibration imaginable. I said this before, your mortal mind is subject to the creative mind. Just like the creation of the Creator is subject to the Spirit of God, as in heaven, so on earth. When you gain control of both the conscious and subconscious parts, let me say that again. When you gain control of both the conscious and subconscious parts of your mind, you gain control of your life. You manifest consciousness. It's that simple. Consciousness has two parts. The conscious conceives and the subconscious gives birth to everything you believe and can imagine. It's the law of genders is what it's called. So you have two parts of you. Everybody has two parts of you, male and female. It's not like the sex parts of you. It's like the parts of you that one conceives, one is the birther, and the other is the planter. Okay, conversely though, it is important to realize that with this great power in consciousness, conscious and subconscious, planter and conceiver, if you think and imagine negatively, you can also give birth to a world that is dense with everything you do not want or have feared. This universal consciousness is strong enough to manifest weeds and flowers, whichever you plant. It doesn't know the difference, actually. It's what we call subjective consciousness. God has created a choice for you. Whatever you plant, it will conceive in this subjective consciousness. Life is always your choice through thought. From the time Adam and Eve were given the metaphoric choice, a paradise to pick from the tree of good and evil, we've been in a kind of, I would think, a communal dream where we've all lost our way and have become subject to the objective world around us. Our goal is to get back to the paradise in which Spirit created for us to live. And if you're Christian, you may believe that Jesus was that key to forgive all or to start again, to take away the power of the objective world and give us back the power of our imaginative mind. But we have to believe that we have forgiveness, and forgiveness to me means, like I do at the end of the day, put away all that I've done and remake it in my mind for the next day, because it's a new, brand new day to create and to build your life. As the result of your ability to edit and rewrite the story you want to live now, your life will be equal to or greater than any amazing future you could have ever imagined. I'm going to show you how to accomplish these changes, first in the story of your awakened consciousness, then in the story of your new and amazing objective life, which is the outward expression of your existence in this exterior expression, this outward expression of all that exists in the interior of your mind. Everything new and powerful on the inside of your mind will eventually appear on the external canvas of your objective life. And let me help you paint this new and bold expression of your life beginning now. Remember that these teachings are ongoing, so I can't possibly teach you everything I know in one session. Look at the other videos on YouTube on my channel, which I'll give you all the information below in the description. Please, if you're not a member, join our channel or join Facebook and become a member and like a few videos. That really helps grow the space so more people can benefit from this teaching. Also, I have books like this one, Zeroing Out. It really helps grow the space so that people can benefit from not just my books, not just from these teachings, but can benefit from learning how to get to peace. That's what Zeroing Out is. My whole book is about letting go of the negative thoughts in the mind and recreating with your good, with your consciousness, with your awakened consciousness, everything you want to express in your objective life. All right, we'll see you next time. Next week, I think I'm going to be in Bogota, and I'm not sure I'm going to have the capacity to be able to do a recording, but check in with me anyway. I hope to see you in the next video, either next week or the week after. Take care.